Hello everyone, how are you today? As you can see, we have a slightly different backdrop today. We are in front of my new bookcase and I have really cute fairy lights on it, but they kind of flicker a lot on camera. You can see. So I'm gonna keep them off because I feel like it'll be pretty distracting to look at. They're really cute in person, but they don't look too good on camera, and I've been messing around with my shutter speed and FPS, and I'm just not great at camera, so I couldn't get it to look good, unfortunately. Say goodbye. So we're here in front of the bookcase because today it's a very bookish themed video, and the second half of the video will be a very bookish unboxing of goodies and stuff. The first half I'm gonna be like rambling a lot and just talking about the bookcase and books in general, so if you are not interested in that, or you don't want to hear me ramble, or you just want to skip to the unboxing, you can go right ahead to do that, and that's fine with me, yeah. But for everybody else who likes a ramble, whether it's about books or not, then just sit here with me and let me chit chat with you. So I have wanted a bookcase for the last 2 years, which is as long as I have lived here. I'm just really cheap. You could say frugal, but I think cheap is more accurate, and I just never got one. I did shell out for some very high quality shelves for my living room as display pieces, storage furniture, you know, all in one, but they're not even here yet. I'm preparing for that in the next month, but nothing for here until I saw just a couple weeks ago, because it's very new, on Facebook Marketplace someone was selling this for $30, and I was like, I can spend $30. Like, it doesn't even matter if they're not that good. $30 is enough for like bookshelves, even if it lasts you a year or two, I think. So I went and got it, my first ever Facebook Marketplace purchase. I was very proud of myself. And it barely fit in my car. I mean, it's pretty tall. I didn't find out until after I brought it home that it's just an IKEA Billy bookshelf, but the guy selling that literally didn't know and did not advertise it as such. I didn't feel like it cheated or anything, because I still think that $30 for a put together, in good quality, not worn down IKEA Billy is not bad. So there was a lot of drama with the shelves because he only had 2 of these removable shelves in, but he gave me the other 2. Well, one is this one down right here is the one in the middle, and it's fixed, but that one, and then there's 2 more down there, and only 2 of those were in, and there was no hardware to stick them in. So I went on Amazon and I ordered some, but apparently IKEA changed the design of the Billy, so you had to say if you were getting it for one that was like pre-2013 or post-2013, and I didn't know, and then I looked on the bottom and it says 2013, so I'm like, this doesn't help. I ended up ordering the wrong ones. But then I got the replacement ones and I did put them in. I said it was like drama, but after repeating it to you, it really sounds like not a big deal. It really wasn't. I just wasted $10 until I return it and get my $10 back. So anyway, it's all assembled, and I got some lights that flicker, and I've been filling it up. Now some of these are gonna get moved to the main shelves after the main shelf is up. Like this right here is Lord of the Rings set, and the Hobbit's next to it, but you can't see. Stuff like that will get moved, like the nice sets. So I want pretty display pieces. I'm really not a book collector. I've never been a collector. I just like to read more than the act of having the book or getting the book. But I discovered, I was introduced to the world of fancy special edition books in the last year, and they are very tempting. Not gonna lie, they're very beautiful, and they have gorgeous dust jackets and sometimes painted edges or sprayed edges. Some of them are bound in cloth. They're just beautiful, and I do love books so much that I thought, well, maybe now that I make adult money and I'm an adult, I could shell out for a couple of special books. My whole thing, I don't actually have that many physical books. This is pretty much the extent. There's more on a shelf down there you can't see. I mainly read ebooks on my Kindle, and my deal with myself is if I read it in the ebook and I really, really like it, 5 stars, I cannot stop thinking about it, then maybe I'll get a physical set to commemorate my love and to reread a physical version. I did that recently with the Cruel Prince series right there. I just read that in the last 2 weeks and got the hardback set. I'm gonna be looking to see if I can get some pretty dust jackets for it. I really liked it. Yeah, that's pretty much my deal. That's why I don't have that many physical books. Eagle-eyed book fans like me may notice there's no ACOTAR or ACOTAR, however you pronounce it. I actually don't own any physical copies of it. I only have the ebook set. That is one of my favorites. Really, I can't say reignited my love of reading. I credit that with Six of Crows, which I also don't have a physical edition of. So, I want nice sets of both of those. The A Court of Thorn and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas and the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. I want physicals of both of those. And I may even be willing to look for special editions, because those books mean a lot to me. And I think, why not support the author and treat yourself to something that means a lot to you. So I've been keeping my eye out for that, but if I can't find anything or they're all sold out, which is mainly the case, then I might just get hardbacks and buy some nice dust jackets, which is kind of my only option. A lot of these special editions and limited editions and all that come from these companies like Fairy Loot, LitJoy, Illumicrate, Owlcrate, and they work with authors and publishers to create these special editions, and they're usually very pricey, and they're not always books that you want. I think the ones that are easier to grab are like lesser known works, so they're easier to strike a deal with maybe, but you may not enjoy it, so that's a risk of buying one of these book subscription boxes. Sometimes you can just buy the actual books, but then like I said, they're like hundreds of dollars, and as I established at the beginning of the video, I'm very cheap. I don't like spending money even if it's on something I really want, as evidenced by the fact that it took me 2 years and $30 to get this shelf. So anyway, my point to this was that as I was scrolling, because lately I've been in a very bookish mood, I think I've read 6 books in the last 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'm on the 6th right now. And that's led to me doing a lot of online shopping, and I stumbled across one box that it wasn't like a blind box, you know, like where you sign up for a subscription and you don't know what you're gonna get. It did actually show the contents, and it had stuff that I liked the look of. Sorry, my foot was falling asleep. On Owlcrate, I saw a box that I actually really liked the stuff in it, and I looked up the Goodreads for the book that came with it, and it had really good reviews, so I went ahead and I got it, and that's what I have today to open with you guys. I've kind of already forgotten what's in it. Feels like it's gonna be a surprise for me as it is for you. I really don't remember what the book is like at all. That's definitely gonna be a surprise. I was gonna say something else, like I was gonna just talk about the books that I've been reading lately, but I already mentioned I read the Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. It's YA, and I don't typically read YA anymore. I feel like I've aged out of it. But it was really good. I really liked that. And then I read, well, you can't really see it, it's down there by Iron Flame and Fourth Wing. I read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I loved that. That was a 5-star read for me. I don't have the sequel yet, Map of the Otherlands, but that's on my TBR. I have a physical edition of Emily Wilde in paperback, and I felt like, oh, I liked that so much, I should just get the physical edition for Map of the Otherlands. And I was in Target the other day where I bought that copy, and the edition they had for Map of the Otherlands was hardcover, and I don't like to mix and match. I know you can see it here with my Crescent City series. It's like paperback, hardback. That's because I bought this the day it came out. So I don't usually like to mix and match. So I haven't read that yet. Right now I'm reading the Villains and Virtues series by, I forget the author's name. The first one, Throne in the Dark. I always mix it up with Throne of Glass, but I think it's Throne in the Dark. I just started it last night, but I'm halfway through that. And then I'll finish that series, And then I have another book to read. It's really hard to do this backwards. It's there, called A Fate Inked in Blood, and that is my current book club read. It's actually a really pretty copy. Let me pull it out. A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, Saga of the Unfated, Book 1. So tell me if you've read this. I've seen a lot of people on Reddit do their like half-year reading wrap-up at the end of June, and a lot of them put this in their 4 or 5 star spot. So I think that bodes well. And the edges are this really pretty silvery metallic-y blue. And I just got this off Amazon. The hardcover was cheaper than the paperback, which is always weird when that happens. Oh, smells like new book. That's such a good smell. Okay. So I'll be reading this. Book club is in like 2 weeks, so I actually should step on that. I only like to read my book club books a few days before my book club. Otherwise, I feel like I will forget what happened. So I typically only start it like the week of. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. By the way, if you want a detailed bookshelf tour, I would like to do that. So you have to tell me in the comments if you want that, and I'll work on that for you. I might just work it into a whole office tour. I actually did that on my Patreon for my gold and diamond patrons. They get an exclusive video every month without ads. Like, I turn the ads off. And so last month's was a quick office and bookshelf tour because I had just put them up. But as I get a couple more books and I continue to rearrange it, then I feel like I would like to do a proper one for everyone on the channel. So you'll have to let me know if that's something that you guys think you would like. I have a lot of my Lego on it. So you see the Animal Crossing house, and you might have seen me recently make some of the little plants. And this is my cherry blossom tree. Although I'm thinking it's time to take off the cherry blossoms and revert it back to normal green tree colors. I think we've about wrapped up the ramble portion. I think it's time to get into the unboxing, and I'm sure more rambling will happen. This literally just arrived. I've been waiting all day to film it. So this is my very first, I was gonna say owl crate, but it's my very first any book box. I don't get any subscription boxes really, and like I said, I just don't think I would get any of the others because I don't know if I'm gonna like the book or not. The only way I would get one is like this if I already saw what's inside and I was like, yeah, I like that. This is definitely not sponsored. I bought it myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't get another one from Owl Crate because the shipping was insane. I think this box was only like 35. I think it was $40 originally, and I think I got a coupon for 10% off. Okay, so in the 30s. Shipping was like $12 US. $12. That's insane to me. So I got it as a treat, and then I thought, oh, it would be fun to open it on camera maybe, so I could excuse the cost if I was doing it for you guys, you know, like I'll spend a good amount of money on you guys. I'm not spending this much on shipping again for anything though. So I do really hope I like the book, but it's the other stuff I was interested in too. And it's spilling out, as you can see. There's little bits of paper sticking out. I'll put a link to the box I got in the description because I think you can still get it. So if you want this stuff too, you can get it. I'm gonna open it right here, and then I will do close-up shots over. Okay. I'm very excited. Let's lower you a little bit. Very fittingly, I'm wearing, well, I'm pretty much always wearing them, they're my favorite earrings, my owl earrings. So, I do love owls. So there's a card that says treacherous love. That's the theme of the box that I got. And on the back, there's like a description of everything. I will read that after. Let's pop you away. So right off the bat, I see this. Let's pull this out. I think I know what this is, and it was the main reason I got it. The whole box. The Royalty Drinkware Collection is what it says. It's actually a very cute box. Got the little owl face, and so it's the Royalty Drinkware Collection. Keep that in mind. There's stuff on the back, but again, I don't want to read it because that'll spoil what it is. It's hard to do this in a relaxing manner. Got it. I accidentally popped some of the bubble wrap. I'm gonna have to be very, very gentle pulling the rest of this out. Kinda hard to see because it's still in the bubble wrap. is this very nice mug with a crown and a dagger. There's a string of rowan berries and leaves and a mushroom. I think it's a blusher mushroom, because this is the Cruel Prince mug. I told you I'm very into that right now. And inside there's words around the edges that says, there's an acorn, if I cannot be better than them, I will become so much worse. And it says on the box, I'll read what's on the box while you guys get a close-up view. For those wanting to dip into the world of kings and queens, princesses and princes, we've created a collection of stunning stackable mugs inspired by beloved royal fantasies. Display them on your kitchen counters in a stunning stacked fashion and use them as you wish to sip your most elegant and regal drinks. Embark to the kingdom of Elfhame and beware of the prince so cruel. This first mug in our collection is based on the Cruel Prince and is designed by Lindsay Hook at Off the Hook Studio. Yeah, maybe it's a bit silly that I got the whole thing. I didn't get it all just for this, but I did think that this was a really cute piece of useful merch. I'm all about I'm very practical and I like things to be useful. As I said, you know that I don't really collect books. Well, I'm that way with like trinkets and stuff too. I don't like to get something that I can't use physically. Like, I pretty much never get things to just look nice, even though I like things that look nice, so that's kind of silly. But I like things to have a practical purpose, especially if it's merch of something that I like. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, I can drink my tea and coffee from this every day while celebrating the Cruel Prince. So it's just as nice as I thought it was gonna be, and they mention how it stacks, so now I'm like, oh dear, am I gonna have to get more of these? We'll see if this royal drinkware collection does any more series that I like, because maybe I get some more so I can stack them, as if I need more mugs. Okay, let me put that aside. And let's get the box back. So much of this packing paper. Okay, the next thing that I pulled out says Belladonna Spoon Set. Now, I haven't read Belladonna yet, but it's on my TBR because it's on my book club list. I think it's not this month's book club, which I already showed you, but I think it's August's book club book. So in August I'll be reading Belladonna. So I thought I probably will like it somewhat, so that there are things from Belladonna seemed like a good deal. Because a lot of the boxes I'm looking at, it's like from series and books that I haven't read, or I only loosely know, or it's a series that I don't love that much. Like, don't shoot me, but I don't really like the Throne of Glass series that much. And I know that's such an unpopular opinion to have. Everyone seems to love it so much. I know I haven't even finished it. and I know what everyone's gonna say. They're gonna be like, you have to get to at least this book before it gets good. I've read up to those parts and I'm still not super compelled. I think I'm on the 5th or the 6th book and I just haven't finished it. So, I'm sorry, but I see a lot of Throne of Glass merch and I'm just like, I think you'll be wasted on me. So, like what I was saying about the mug, I thought the idea of a spoon set was such a cute idea, and again, I feel like most people are gonna put these on their shelves or use them in some sort of decorative fashion, but I was gonna use these. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. They're really pretty little gold spoons. And this is like a stem with flower belladonna, and there's actually words engraved on the actual spoon bit. It says, "Hello little bird." I don't understand this reference yet, but a month from now I will. Mark my words. And this one, slightly different design. And the spoon says, "Come to stab me again." I'm detecting a hint of enemies to lovers. These are very cute. And I'm always using some sort of little spoon to stir my coffee or my tea. So again, maybe you're not actually supposed to use these, but then, like I said, I like practical things, so if I can't use these spoons, they're of no use to me. I can see them looking nice on a shelf, but I want to stir my tea and coffee with them. Let's give you guys a close-up look while I read what's on the box. Although you may not want to consume death with our spoon set, you can consume the most delicious of dishes with beautiful flair. Inspired by belladonna, each spoon represents both the belladonna and the foxglove flowers featured in the world in a delicate, stunning fashion. Design of Love by Azura Arts at azura.arts. Alright, time to reach into the bag of goodies again. It's a little envelope looking thing. Perfect Pairings Collection, limited edition pin collection, and it's also belladonna. Well, that's very fitting. Then I pulled this out next. So it's a belladonna pin. It says 2 of 12. Oh yeah, this was the February box. February of 2024, which is why it's like a love theme. Although there's romance in a lot of fantasy, so I would think that all of them have some sort of romance. And I actually wouldn't even classify The Cruel Prince as romance. Like, it's there, but it's kind of not the focal point, which I think is why I liked it so much. I tend to like books that have a well-crafted, subtle romance. than a novel that is crafted around the romance. I just notice a quality difference. Like, Emily Wilde was so good because I felt like romance wasn't the focus, but that kind of was. I don't know. I'm rambling. Sorry. I'm just ripping the paper. So again, this will mean very little to me, but come next month I'm gonna be so excited to have it, assuming I like the book. I hope I do. I don't know, tell me if you've read it. Oh, this is actually a really cool pin. It moves. I love that. It's got like 2 pieces and it slides so you can like line it up. It kind of sits askew. Maybe it sits on it better if I take it out. But this is I guess the 2 main characters. This would probably be a bookshelf one, but you know what? I was gonna read it as an ebook. Now I'm thinking I should just go ahead and buy the physical book and I can put my pin next to it or something. Might have to just do that. Let's give you guys a close-up look. This one definitely has a lot of detail you're gonna want to look at. The card that came with this says, "Here's the second pin in our Perfect Pairings collection. Each month's box will include a sliding pin featuring characters that pair together in the most fierce, intense, and romantic ways, all designed by Sarah at SAIYRE.art. Our second perfect pairing continues our love for Belladonna, with the enchanting Signa and Death dancing through the night." I guess her name is Signa, maybe? And I know it is about death, like a physical manifestation of death or whatever, but okay, back into the box we go. I'm so tempted to just like get rid of all this. Some of it's dropping on the ground. This is, it's a little, oh, you can put your hand in there and pick up a pot or something. It's actually very cute and again, very useful. Even though I haven't read what this is for, it says, "Inspired by The Scarlet Veil" by Shelby Mahurin, designed with love by @Wandering Moda. So I haven't read that, but I have to say, having not read it, I don't think it's imperative, you know, it's not a requirement to have a knowledge of that book to see that it's roses on a black background, you know. Like, I feel like it must be subtle. The subtle inspiration, like the Quill Prince mug literally quoted the book, but this is a little looser in the inspiration. I do remember seeing this. I've forgotten most of the things except for the mug, which I was most excited about. But I remember thinking, yeah, it's always useful to have like a pot holder, but I didn't know that the back of it would be like this. For like picking up something hot. My other oven mitts that I have are like really big ones that, you know, come down halfway down my arm, and sometimes all I need is to just get a baking tray out of the oven, so I actually feel like this is very useful for me. something that I didn't even really have. It's Les Eternels Oven Mitt. I feel like you guys don't necessarily need a close-up. You've seen it because it's a bigger thing, but I guess I'll give you a close-up anyway. Let's keep the burning in our hearts and not our hands with our Les Eternels Oven Mitt. It's the perfect item to have when baking for you and your loved ones. This item is inspired by the Scarlet Veil and beautifully designed by @WanderingModa. So maybe like a theme of the Scarlet Veil is baking? I really don't know. Okay, I think we are at the last item before the pièce de résistance, the book, you know. So I think I see it. Yeah, another very thin envelope stamped with the owl and owl crate. It is like a window cling that says, "The bright star holds even as the darkness rises," which I assume is a quote from the book it's from. I don't recognize it. I guess I can put it on my window in here. Let me see what book this is from. Jazz up your window with our cool stained glass window decal. It'll bring such a pretty effect to spice up your space with the awesome design by Vera Dremenovsky at Cera, C-E-R-A .Dremenovsky, and is inspired by Dark Rise. Psst, it is easily removable and reusable as well. Well, that's great. I can put it wherever I want then. That's nice. Now it is time for the grand finale. I turned on my fairy lights so that they could flicker just a little bit at the end. Hopefully you don't mind. I'm kind of blocking some of it with the box. And here is the book. It's called Heartless Hunter by Kristen Ciccarelli? Sorry, I don't know. It's an exclusive signed edition. And we have this pretty silvery design, and the edges are like a painted turquoise, which is very pretty. On the back it says, "This is a game. It's only pretend." I feel like it's kind of ripped here. I think I can open it. No, it's not like ripped, it's just like extra fabric. So this is really my first exclusive edition book. Oh, there we go. I hope I like it. Like I said, the Goodreads reviews were pretty good. If you've read this, let me know what you think. Maybe you also got this Owl Crate box and you have the same exclusive edition as me. Ooh. Let's take off the dust jacket, see what it looks like underneath. Oh, how pretty is that? Ah. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. There's artwork inside. I don't know who this guy is. This is so exciting. You can't renounce your own heart. Look how it shimmers in the light. I feel like I already love this book, just on account of how pretty it is. Oh wait, there's more on the back. So here's the full dust jacket artwork. Is this gonna be Regency? Looks kind of Regency to me. And the front, the spine, and the back. I'm afraid you'll be the end of me. I think all of these are enemies to lovers stories. Like Belladonna, Cruel Prince, the other two I can't remember the name of, and this. And it looks like there is a bookmark attached, which I think is a cute detail. I haven't had a book with a ribbon bookmark in it in so long. How many pages is it? I always do this. I always look through a book to see how many pages it is, and I see some sort of little spoiler at the end. I'm gonna really try hard not to do that. Looks like 423 at least, and I didn't see any spoilers. That's a good book length. My one complaint with the Cruel Prince series was that it was too short. Alright, I'm gonna tuck the ribbon in the front. And I'm gonna put the dust jacket back on, and then I'll give you a close-up and I'll read the synopsis. Well, I'll read what's on the card, and I'll read the front inside dust jacket synopsis. Our book selection this month is a bloody game of cat and mouse with secrets and ruin. In Heartless Hunter, witches are purged, and our protagonist Rune must hide her witch identity while also going out to protect her own kind. When a rescue goes wrong, she must get the witch hunters off her trail, even if it means courting one she soon can't help falling for. Our signed edition features an exclusive cover created by Vera Drminovsky. Oh, that's the same as the stained glass window artist. Flip over the dust jacket and you'll find stunning art illustrated by Zarin Box at NIR4ZZ. On the reversible dust jacket art, you'll also find an exclusive foil stamp on the hardcover case created by Vicky Lester at Forensics and Flowers. That's fun. Inside the book features a gorgeous foil patterned end page design by Lindsay Hook at Off the Hook Studios, who's the same one that did the mug. Author Kristen Ciccarelli has written an author letter and bonus content just for our subscribers as well. Let's read the cover. Enemies to lovers doesn't get more high stakes than a witch and a witch hunter falling in love in best-selling author Kristen Ciccarelli's latest romantic fantasy. On the night Rune's life changed forever, blood ran in the streets. Now, in the aftermath of a devastating revolution, witches have been diminished from powerful rulers to outcasts ruthlessly hunted due to their waning magic, and Rune must hide what she is. Spending her days pretending to be nothing more than a vapid young socialite, Rune spends her nights as the Crimson Moth, a witch vigilante who rescues her kind from being purged. When a rescue goes wrong, she decides to throw the witch hunters off her scent and gain the intel she desperately needs by courting the handsome Gideon Sharp. He's a notorious and unforgiving witch hunter, loyal to the revolution, and too late, Rune realizes she might be falling for him. Gideon loathes the decadence and superficiality Rune represents, but when he learns the Crimson Moth has been using Rune's merchant ships to smuggle renegade witches out of the Republic, he inserts himself into her social circles by pretending to court her. He soon realizes that beneath her beauty and shallow facade is someone fiercely intelligent and tender who feels like his perfect match. Except, what if she's the very villain he's been hunting? So it sounds like we have enemies to lovers, fake dating maybe, forced proximity, I don't know. It's pretty exciting. Even if I only like it a little bit, I think I'll be happy to have such a pretty book on my shelf. I'm gonna have to give it a little special spot. Maybe it'll make the main shelf, which whenever I get those and have them all decorated, then I'll give you guys a bookshelf tour of that one too. Or maybe I'll just do a full house tour. I've never fully done that. I don't know. I hope you had fun with this very different sort of video. Sorry that my lights are flickery. I wanted to show them off, but they're not as high quality as the ones above my bed, which were very nice LEDs. These are super cheap little coppery fairy lights that I bought. But they're very cute to look at in my cozy little reading room / recording studio, office, gaming room. This is a multi-purpose space. Please let me know if you've read any of the books I mentioned today. I want to hear your thoughts. Please don't put any spoilers. I don't want anyone to have anything spoiled for them. Hopefully there were no spoilers said in anything today. Don't really think so. I always enjoy hearing your thoughts and your opinions on different books and video games that I enjoy, so I'd love to hear if you've read any of those, or if you have suggestions, that's fine too. You want to recommend something to me or anyone else in the comments, go right ahead. There's a bug flying around in here. Okay, I've got to go. It's getting really dark outside. I had to wait till late in the afternoon for this to be delivered, so it's way after my usual recording time. I gotta go edit and do all that and read a bit more. I've been reading a lot and not playing many video games, so hope you don't mind the brief change of pace. Okay, I just had to include this footage as bloopers as I was filming my B-roll close-up footage of all the different stuff. My cat Marzipan jumped on the bed. I thought she was maybe just gonna stay out of the way, but then she came stomping over and jumped into my space where I was filming. It was just so cute. So if you don't know her, this is Marzipan. She's my oldest kitty, and I adopted her last year. She was 5, now she's 6, and she's really cute and really sweet, but she loves trash, so she's always trying to eat bits of garbage or plastic that are left over from stuff like this. This is right up her alley. And she also loves to scratch her face against stuff, so she definitely tried to do that to the box a bit. Oh my gosh, she just came running out from under the bed right now as I'm doing this voiceover. I'm talking about you, girl. I'm talking about you. And then she went and found this like little cubby back here. I was worried she was gonna touch the book, but she was really good. And then she started making biscuits. I know you can't really see, but I promise she's making biscuits right now. She's just so cute. I love her so freaking much. Look at her little sleepy face. She's so darling. And then I kept trying to like film around her, and I'd be like filming this, and then I'd look up and she's just like sitting there watching. She's just so cute. I accidentally dropped the book and I scared her just there. Poor thing. She's sticking her arm under my door because I shut the door to film this. Marzipan, it's fine. She was really, really mesmerized when I was doing the like book flip through. So I tried to do it again while filming her because I wished I had been filming her face while I was flicking through the book. Can you see how like interested she is in the pages? She doesn't look as interested as the first time I did it. That was magic. She's so silly. And then she just went back to eating more garbage. Those little bits of paper, I have to really make sure she doesn't eat any of those because she will. Whenever I have like Lego boxes in my room, yeah, she's always sticking her head in those and pulling out the bags. Sticking her head in the boxes just like she's trying to do here. She's so silly, but she loves to be like a part of everything I do. She's actually my reading buddy too. Like, I was reading a lot today and I'll sit on the couch and she'll come right up to me, and if I'm not petting her, she like, you know, turns around in circles until I do start petting her. It's really, really cute. I hope everybody has a cute reading buddy, be it a person or an animal. Mine is Marzipan, my little buddy. She spied the ribbon, and of course that's like a cat toy, so I had to yank that out of her mouth real quickly. She is not allowed to touch my nice stuff. And I just started making biscuits again. She's a very diligent baker when she's not getting distracted by literal garbage and plastic and cardboard. And she's so sweet, but every single night she's in absolute terror. Like 2 or 3 a.m. she will like run across the bed and jump on my body. And then the rest of the time she's like a little angel, and you would never guess that she's so insane every night, scrambling around the room, leaping in and out of the curtains. I love her so much. Alright, I just thought you guys would find this funny little behind the scenes blooper. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me a like and comment to help the algorithm, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed for ASMR and gaming content, and occasionally booktube, I guess. ASMR, booktube, book ASMR tube. I don't know. I just do whatever I want on the channel. Okay. Bye bye for now, everybody. Take care. Love you. A huge